Hello, comic art fans. This is Kevin Sharp. Today I'm joined by artist Ben Harvey to talk about a page he loves. Ben, I'd like to welcome you to the CAF Plus channel. I know we have a lot of fans of your work watching the show right now.
Pleasure to be here, Kevin. Thanks for having me.
You've chosen a page from the series Marvel Mythos by an artist who's actually a friend of the channel already. Will you please cue the viewers up for what we're going to be talking about today?
Okay, so today I am picking Ghost Rider Mythos by Paul Jenkins and Paolo Rivera.
This particular issue came out in 2007. Would this have been a series you were aware of as it was coming out at the time?
No, actually, this is one of those books, it kind of comes out, and I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't as popular as it is, but I didn't catch it right away. It's one of those things that kind of like is kind of lurking in the background in my life, and I've seen like snippets of it over the years. I'm obviously a fan of Paolo Rivera's painting, so I'd seen these little snippets over the years, and I'm like, where are those from? I have to go find out where these snippets are from. And then as soon as I found the Mythos series, I'm like, oh my God, I have to get more of this in my life. So yeah, it was definitely something that I had seen around but never, looked into until maybe I said the past like maybe like 10 or so years. I've really become a huge Rivera head.
Well, why don't we dive right into your page then? This is kind of the slow burn intro, no pun intended. How did you come to choose this page out of the issue to talk about?
I could easily go through this whole book and want to comment on each one because each page in this book is just fantastic. The way he does the lighting, it's so like it borderlines realism, I would say. Like even though it's highly stylized, his color choices mimic reality so well. Like they're matched one to one, I would say. And to create, I work digitally, and it's easier to do there. To recreate this kind of stuff physically in reality is even harder. I picked this opening panel or page, I should say. I'm sorry, because if I was teaching a class, a comic book sequential art class, this is one page I would look in front of the students and say, this is how you open a book right here. This is how you introduce a character. Paulo Rivera gets everything right on this page.
We, the viewers, will be your students then, so please walk us through this page.
All right. So yeah, so we're opening up the very first panel there. You see the Las Vegas, Nevada skyline there, the desert skyline, just coming over the mountain. You kind of see the streak of fiery light. And you can just plunk this panel in front of any comic book fan. You know exactly who that is. It's not Johnny Storm. He doesn't travel on the highways. The only flaming thing you're going to see flying down a highway in the distance in that color is the Ghost Rider. It's the only thing that could absolutely be. And Paulo Rivera does this so well, again, with his like color choices. Looking at the mesa there, you see the ground color is very cool, and then your eye just goes right to that flaming streak there off in the distance. Every color you see outside of that flaming streak, it's all cool colors. Your eye goes right to there, right to that little corner of the page. Not only are we talking about color on this page, we're also talking about line direction. Your eyes follow this highway up to the upper right hand corner, right to that streak. That's an art school number one, art school 101 technique that you have to get down right away is using lines and props in your scenes to your advantage. And this is a perfect example of that. He takes this road and shoots it right back to where you're supposed to be looking. As well as all the other lines too. You have other lines off in the distance there, and the other buildings that all lead your eye right to that point. And you can read this in reverse too. You take the rider, his fiery streak there, and you follow it right down to the next page. And where does it? Right down to the next panel, I should say. And where does it drop you off at? It drops you off right where that fiery streak is just emanating over the horizon, to the left of these cops that are sitting on the highway. And then you read all their dialogue off to the right, and then you kind of follow the next brilliant thing he does here too is like he positions the car so that you follow the lines of the squad car right down to the next panel. It drops you right there. and then you're following obviously left to right, or yeah, left to right at that point. The fiery whoosh happens, and then then they have the big reveal on the next page. It's very brilliant. Even in if you look in the background, the last two panels there, the ones that aren't the fiery whoosh, the lines there, he has the highway, I believe the overpass above, guides you into the next, right into the next panel, right into the next panel, right off to the next page. So it's, again, Art School 101. I would, highly recommend any art students out there that are trying to level up their storytelling games to look at this page as a learning lesson. Like he really tries to go the extra mile to really bring you into the time period that the book takes place in, which I guess would be like the mid to late 70s probably, which is like a great era to have, in my opinion, to have Ghost Rider in, because all that stuff came from that era of like, the Daredevils and things like that. I'm just saying like Daredevil the character, obviously. I'm talking about Daredevils as in Evil Knievel and guys like that, Yeah, phenomenal. I could, talk for hours, go through, pages and pages and like pieces and pieces of his work. Talk for hours about it, but I'll spare everybody that.
Do you own any of Paulo's original art, either from this issue or anywhere else?
I do not. I do not. I think I would like to meet him first, and not to say that I wouldn't love to have one of his pieces, but I would like to meet the artist first, and then if he has anything available that's within my price range, I would definitely love to own like a Ghost Rider on my wall as like a testament to, to the goals I would love, places I would love to be at. I have a few artists on my walls right now. They're more like classical artists like Rockwell and things like that. I don't really have anything of any modern artists on my walls.
On that note, let's jump over to your work, Ben. You've got some Marvel covers that people can find on the stands. Please let viewers know what to be on the lookout for.
Yeah, so check me out. I'm currently doing a run of covers for One World Under Doom from Marvel Comics, as well as this summer, I'll be on a run of covers with Chip Zdarsky on a new series of Captain America, Our Secret Wars, as well as other places around the comic world and illustration world.
Sounds good. Ben, I want to thank you again for taking the time to join us here on the channel and talking about just a beautiful book that viewers really should check out, even if you are not a passionate Ghost Rider fan.
Yeah,